And look where we are, back at the waterfront in Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's kind of cold and chilly tonight, but this place is so familiar to me. Some of my earliest videos I've done on this channel were right here. I've already been out to dinner, but I wanted to come to Cows and get myself some ice cream. Then we'll walk along the boardwalk. And there's that cow. Boy, he looks nice and clean and painted up. Really fresh. Wow, smells so good in here. And look at that, you can get a Cows onesie. I've got the mint chocolate chip in a chocolate peanut, peanut cone. What do you think? It moves me. Well, there you heard it, right out of the cow's mouth. Boy, is this place empty tonight. I think it's because it's so chilly, even though it's June. And there's Salties. I've eaten there. You can see it in previous videos. And there is the ferry. What a deal on this ferry too. $2.50 Canadian will get you all the way across the bay and back, and you have 2 hours to return. So you can go over there and shop, have dinner, whatever you'd like. Dartmouth is on the other side. That's where I'm staying this trip. And it goes clear across the bay. And I love this tugboat. Theodore 2. It's got a face and a red hat. Check it out. There are so many boats around here. Dining boats, party boats, ferry boats. But my favorite, the boat with a face on it. This pathway has been blocked ever since I started coming here 2 years ago. But it's coming along. We're going to go up and look at the church. It was damaged during the 1917 explosion. And there's a rumor, one of those local legends, myths, that a sailor's head went sailing through the window. And to this day, you can see the profile. I've also heard that it was the profile of the minister in the church that was forever branded, burned onto the window. I'll let you see it, and you can make up your own mind. Now there's an interesting mural. Here's the church. Now let's go have a look at that legendary window. So there it is. It is in the upper right pane. And you're supposed to see the profile of a sailor or the minister. You see it there? He's looking to the right. I think it's a bunch of hooey myself, but it makes for a great story. And I don't know if you can tell by video, but they have some incredibly steep hills here. The good news is I'm walking down the hill now and not up. So if it sounded like I was a little winded earlier, that's because I was climbing up all these hills. Here's an interesting courtyard, and there's a cannon over there. I wonder who this old timer is. Let's go to the front and take a look, see if we can read it. It says his name is Joseph Howe. And Howe. And they have a nice eclectic mix of the old and the new in this city. And on the other end of the property we have this guy holding up his rifle and shouting, "Follow me, boys!" And here's an art gallery, but that's not why I'm coming here. It's obviously closed. I want to see what this view is like. Looks like a really interesting courtyard with a view of the bay. And how about these windows? What do you think's down there? I don't know if I'd want to be peeked on. Well, there we are. There's Tim Hortons over there. We just walked that way. And if you look through the trees and over that roof, you can see a little bit of the hat of Thomas too. There it is right there. But no matter where I move, we simply can't see Thomas himself. Just his little Leave It to Beaver cap. So this tells the story of the sculpture behind me. I would imagine the artist is John Greer. And there is the sculpture. And even though there are plenty of restaurants down here on the waterfront, tonight I didn't eat here. I'm actually staying across the bay in Dartmouth, so let me show you where I ate and what I had. I'm at a restaurant called the Pleasant Street Diner. It's really basic. I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I'll tell you, this place is jam-packed. So I have high hopes for the food. And look at this, they're hustling and bustling, and they have people waiting to get into this place. It looks like quite a varied menu, and I heard good things about their seafood. So I'm thinking of the seafood platter. It looks expensive at $20. But remember, that's $20 Canadian. And I think the exchange rate is something like $1 American dollar to $1.33 Canadian. So it's quite a savings. Wow, this is a mountain of food. So here is a restaurant I was at, not much to look at. And I would say the food wasn't great, but it was okay, and there was a lot of it. And now we're heading back from whence we came.